Alright folks, welcome to scroll 18. This is gonna be the last scroll for a minute. I get my surgery tomorrow, so I'll be down and out for a minute. Talking is going to be a pain, walking is gonna be a pain, so soak this one in. Luckily, I'm taking a long-ass walk today, so this scroll should be long. The vest is on, it's Sunday morning. By the time this goes up, I'm gonna be literally in surgery. So yeah, if you're one of the people listening, right when it first drops, Unc is in surgery. Interesting, I'm really taking this walk in, dude. Apparently this surgery is supposed to be life-changing for me. So a few months ago, I went to the orthodontist and got a consultation. They looked into my mouth and told me basically, bro, your tonsils are enormous. And basically, they suppress your airflow. Your brain doesn't get enough oxygen. So that's why you constantly feel like you're in a state of brain fog and like your brain hasn't worked at 100% your whole life. I'm like, oh shit, that makes so much sense. In real life, bro, I'm kind of awkward. My brain don't be processing at the same speed as everybody else. But the doctor was like, yeah, after your airway gets cleared up, you're gonna have 5G. I'm like, what? Because you know it's funny. Running joke. I always told people, look, I'm running on Windows 1998. I'm not a fast talker. I'm not a big energy guy, because my brain don't compute that fast. That don't mean the quality of what I put out is bad. No, just the speed. So yeah, bro. Although I'm not looking forward to the pain of what's about to happen, I am 100% looking forward to the benefits. Basically a brain upgrade. You don't really take into consideration how sensitive your brain is to oxygen. So yeah, man, new brain on the way. Anyways, today, I'm walking to West End. Well, I'm walking to Vanderbilt, basically. And that side of town is very beautiful. I'm looking forward to the vibe and the feeling. People I might see on Sunday morning. It's going to be a lot of white people walking the streets of Nashville. But I also want to count how many homeless people I see, too. It's been a long time. Time for a homeless tracker. All right, we have spotted our first homeless person. Oh, make that two. The first one I saw was on the back of this shopping cart, riding that hoe like a dune buggy. The other homeless guy asked me if I had some pennies. I said, no, I don't carry cash on me when I walk. Shit, you try to rob me, you're gonna be disappointed. You'll be like, oh my god, I ain't know you was a broke-ass nigga. Yeah, I'm a broke-ass nigga. Sorry to disappoint you, but your boy's broke. It'll be alright. And if there's any niggas out there thinking about robbing people, just know I don't approve. Do what you want with that, but you shouldn't rob people, folks. That's not what you do. But I ain't gonna lie. If you pull a gun on me, try to rob me, nigga, you played yourself. The broke gonna rob the broke. Come on now. Anyways, yeah, fool. I'm feeling these vibes. It's sunny, about 75 degrees, no humidity. It's been beautiful out. Oh man, looking at a billboard that prevents HIV. Pop one of these pills to prevent HIV. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You get HIV. That's just unfortunate. It cooks you literally from the inside out. Hate to see it. It's crazy because I'll see statistics online saying a lot of people have it. Ain't no way. And the fact that enough people have it where they feel the need to put up a billboard is crazy. So I say all that to say this. Wear a condom, nigga. Don't be out here putting your penis in every hole. Anyways, I see a couple, guy and girl, at the basketball court. They about to hoop. That's beautiful. I used to love athletic women, no cap. That used to be my type. I used to only date athletes because I want athletic babies. And you know what? I still want athletic babies. I'm real. Bro, you know how much money they paying these days? These high school athletes? Apparently there's this quarterback at Nashville Christian, #1 quarterback in the nation, and apparently he pulls up to school in a Lamborghini. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard. Pulls up to school in a Lamborghini in high school. Apparently Georgia is paying him a bunch of money to stay committed. Bro, what? Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie. One of the things I hate the most is that literally the year I stopped playing ball, the NIL was introduced. Like what? Basically, I was an NCAA slave, bro. They weren't giving us no damn money. We were getting free school, and they acted like that was supposed to be a great equalizer. Well, guess what? It wasn't. These niggas who play football these days are millionaires. Literally. Don't worry, nigga, that's why my wife gonna be athletic. See if we can have some strength in the bloodline. I was good. I got big stature. But really, bro, if your wife got a big stature, oh yeah, she gonna push out some headbusters. Man, I hooked up with this girl, about 6 feet. I said, man, I shouldn't have pulled out, nigga. She would have gave birth to me a damn offensive tackle, or some 6'6" LeBron James. I don't know, bro. I need to hit her back up. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, if life causes me to go to shit, and my life goes down the drain, I'm gonna breed like a damn pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Breeding athletic women so I can have me a son to go to the league so I can be taken care of. Yep. Y'all gonna say, oh, that's fucked up. Nigga, fuck you. This is my life. Of course I would love my sons, but they would need to know. Hey, nigga, look. We need you to make it, 'cause I didn't make it. My daddy didn't make it. So now it's showtime. And I can hear his mama like, oh my god, he's 5 years old. He don't need to run 5 miles a day. Shut the hell up. Are you trying to get paid or not? I just keep it too real, you know? Anyways, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be the one that puts the family on his back, nigga. I swear. But anyways, yeah, these next 2 weeks are gonna be interesting. Apparently, the first week is gonna be hell. But then I'm gonna get better. I'm not gonna be able to talk. I'm gonna be surviving the pains, so I don't know what that's gonna do creatively. It'll take 2 soft weeks. That sucks. But time will tell. I feel like I'm gonna come out the other side a beast. You feel me? I've been paying freelancers to help with some graphics and make this shit look more official. We're coming out that beta era of deep-fried logic. Now I kinda know what this is. Y'all know what this is. And I'm gonna grow this into a big empire. Let's rock it. Let's do it. I showed my mama what I do. I showed her a little excerpt from the podcast, and she got it. She smiled. She laughed. I didn't think she was gonna understand what I do, but she did. She was like, that is neat. That's interesting. She don't like the language I use, but that's just me. That's who I am. Part of this brand will forever be me, as long as I'm running it, because I can't help but be this way. Right? Me saying the N-word, cursing and stuff. And I was like, Mom, this is literally how I think in my brain. I can't help but be this way. And I believe in the notion that if you think it, you might as well say it. For real. So that was cool. I can tell she gained respect for me and what I do. She understands what this is. It's kind of cool to have that parental validation. Anyway, currently I'm walking down this little stretch, a little rough part of town right now. But boy, they're gentrifying the hell out of this place. I remember a few years ago this was the hood, the slums. Now it's like a body double. Projects on one hand, luxury high-rises on the next. I'm seeing a hood nigga walking with groceries, got off the bus. You can tell he had to get on the MTA to go to Kroger and get his groceries. On the other side, I'm seeing a shirtless white guy just walking. That is so Nashville. That's the most Nashville shit ever. I'm telling you, you don't know if you're in the hood or in Afghanistan. That's some Nashville shit. No cap, I'm really taking this walk in. This is truly the last walk for a minute. By the time I get back out for a walk next time, it's gonna be a lot colder. Ooh, I hate that part of the year. For some reason in Tennessee, November is always cold as fuck, and December is mild. I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, can't believe this is really month 4 of deep-fried logic. It feels good, truly. I remember the first 60 days, 62 days, until I got my first big video. I followed everybody back. I ain't gonna lie, I followed back my first 450 followers, cause I knew if you saw me then, and hit follow, you are 120% a real nigga. A lot of niggas see you climbing and want to pop on because it's the wave. But when I only had like 20 followers, and niggas were following, y'all are who I do this for. Y'all are my real core. Because a lot of folks on TikTok be trolling and all that, but at the end of the day, I know I have a real base, and we locked in. I don't unfollow people. Believe me, my boy, we locked in forever. See, this is only month 4. Think about year 4. I go back and look at some podcasts I listen to, go to the first few episodes, and then years later, they on episode 600. It's cool to see their evolution. You guys are watching my evolution in real time, which is awesome. It's interesting. Remember I made a video on TikTok saying life before you move out. Your parents' crib is funny. You young, but you horny. You can't have sex at home, but you still gonna have sex. I just walked past this parking lot, and my sex radar went off like ding ding. Got your dick sucks right there. 2020, oh yeah. That's the lack of a home venue. That's life. Then I'm walking past the ghetto, these hood apartments, and it makes me think, this is really them folks' reality. The hood is crazy. That's a perspective you don't understand unless you know somebody in it. I'll never forget, one of my homeboys lived in these same projects, one of my best friends in the world. He's in the military now, got himself out of it. But I went over to his crib one day. My suburban homies were too uppity and not real, so I'd come to the projects. He held a meeting before I got there like, this is my bro, he cool. Don't mess with him, don't try to rob him, don't break into his car. He told all them niggas that before I even showed up. I pulled up, we smoked, met his cousins, drove around, went into his crib, saw how he was living. My nigga slept on basically a cot, like a sleeping bag on the floor. I was like, damn. That perspective. Once you know them people and feel their pain, you become defensive of folks who try to tear them down. I'll see racist people on Facebook make comments about thugs and hood people, and I'm like, bro, if you only knew what them niggas go through daily, you would shut your bitch ass up. A lot of the circumstances they come from, they didn't ask for. Nobody picks who they're born to. Some people are dealt a shit hand and still gotta make the most of it. Y'all don't understand what real desperation looks like. A lot of these niggas are aggressive because they have to be, to get what they need to survive. Fellow suburban niggas be living by, I'm trying to thrive, live the aesthetic life. Bro, these niggas trying to get a meal. Imagine not having shit. You'll do some crazy shit for money if you never had no money. Street principles and all that. The city is a different world. Everybody should have a hood friend, dude. Even if you a white boy listening to the scrolls, get you a hood friend. A hood nigga and a white boy will be best friends till the end of life. I don't know why. Incredibly loyal. And for perspective alone, it'll broaden your life. I had a lot of conservative friends, Republicans, who'd make jokes about people in the hood. They'd be like, Lamar Jackson sounds like a thug. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Why does he talk like that? Nigga, he's from the slums. Public schools are funded by property taxes, so if you live in a shit neighborhood, you go to a shit school. They won't have access to the best teachers. I went to a hood-ass school. I don't think I learned shit in high school, for real. It felt like daycare for niggas. Can we go a day without a fight? Gang's gonna beef. That shit is rough. When I see people bash niggas, I'm like, dude, you don't understand, and you won't. So yeah, I recommend everybody, get you a friend from the projects. Broaden your perspective in ways you didn't know you needed. And I'm not saying they do everything right either. Nobody's perfect. No group is perfect. We all gotta share this earth. Anyways, walking through this whole thing, I like this place, but I think about moving. I like Nashville, but boy, this place is very, very white. I don't say that to be controversial, I'm being honest. I think about Atlanta, or Texas, Houston, places with a strong black base. Growing up here was cool. This place changed so much in the last 5 to 10 years. Black Nashville used to be really strong. Now it's fading. They're tearing down a lot of black spots and gentrifying them all. I already stick out like a sore thumb. Being in Nashville, my chances of finding a group of friends on the same wavelength as me is really low. I would 100% raise my family here. It's nice as hell. But if I'm trying to maximize everything, I want to be around more black people, more like-minded people. It's not that I don't relate to white people. It's just I relate more to black people because I'm black. We probably grew up the same. That's me. Anyway, I was thinking about some shit I could do. I talked about this once in a podcast, but I'll talk about it again. This whole unk character. To me, this is me living my day-to-day, but to y'all, I'm a character, like out a book. I'm thinking I could tackle some of my fears. That would be content. One of my biggest regrets in high school is not wrestling. No bullshit. If I'd done wrestling instead of basketball in middle school, I would have had the groundwork, the fundamentals. I'm 120% convinced I would have won state in wrestling. That's one of my biggest regrets. So now I kind of want to take up judo or boxing or some type of self-defense, combat sports. I want to go through that adventure. That would be cold. Plus, it's a skill I need anyway. I'm a big imposing nigga, but I don't know how to fight. Truth be told, I know how to wrestle, I'm explosive, and sometimes being explosive is enough to get by. But if a nigga who knew how to fight violated my girl, and I gotta stand up for her, we tangle up, you feel me, but I'm losing that fight. I don't want to feel that way. So yeah, that would be a cool series. Would y'all want to see that? I guess I'd go to a class and then talk about it on the pod, which would be cool. Plus the micro lessons within it. I'd make friends, be part of a community. That's dope. That could be cool. Sometimes I sit up at night staring at the wall, and the only thing I'm thinking about is the possibilities for deep-fried logic, because I think this shit has legs. That's something I want to do. There's a bunch of shit I want to do. One thing I discovered about myself. I love exploring. Even these walks. Right now, I'm on Vanderbilt's campus. The trees are beautiful. I'm really exploring. I love exploring. If I can make exploring part of my content, oh my god, I'd be living life. Maybe I'll start doing that. I encourage anybody who started listening to the scrolls. Take a walk. Go outside. Move your body. This is my absolute favorite time of year. The leaves are falling, crunching with every step. This is peak. Peak time of the year, bro. Get your ass outside. Feel me? But yeah, when I went to Wingstop yesterday, that shit was so good. I ain't gonna lie, I keep pigging out. Apparently for the next 2 weeks, I can only eat liquids and shit. I can't even swallow food. Popsicles and smoothies and bullshit. That sucks. So the last 2 days I've been running around the world when it comes to food. Sushi, pizza, hot chicken, wings, Wingstop. My Wingstop order yesterday went so crazy. I got a 10-piece lemon pepper, regular seasoned fries, gotta have ranch. As I was about to check out, I saw a little promotion. 2 tenders for $3. I said, Earth, what? So you know I had to add the 2 tenders. That is how you do it. I'm an avid hot wings fan. I love hot wings. I think they're amazing. When I go to a wing spot, I judge you by 2 flavors. Your regular mild hot buffalo and your lemon pepper. If you can perfect those 2 flavors, you know what you're doing. If those 2 are trash, or your lemon pepper is just you sprinkling powder, that's not lemon pepper. That shit is not pee. That is embarrassing. I just know I don't respect your wings if it ain't seasoned right. Basically, every place can't do lemon pepper wings. So if a place can perfect lemon pepper wings, I respect that place. If they can't, the place is mid-ass. That's just me. I'm downtown now. Beautiful day. Cars whizzing by, people on dates. I wish I was on a date right now. That'd be dope. This is my favorite time of year to be in love, bro. Walking down the street with a partner, with a baddie, in this beautiful weather. Weather like this breeds good memories. One of those picturesque days you need to be with a baddie. Or anybody. I'm gonna put myself out there eventually. I'm just not there right now. Being a partner requires a lot of time, and that's something I don't have to spare right now, between working and trying to establish deep-fried logic into something great. But don't worry, when these braces come off and I'm healed up from surgery, Maybe I'll start dabbling with women again. Until then, this is what it is. Sometimes I think about when deep-fried logic becomes something, what I'd do with my money. Let me tell y'all, I would buy a Tesla, only because that's a solid car, looks luxury enough, not that expensive. I don't understand people who drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I don't like that attention. Every time you see a Lambo, you turn your head like, who is that? I don't want that. But I want something nice. If I got $30,000 tomorrow, I'd buy a Tesla because my car is dying in real time. The AC was out all summer. Luckily, I made it through the rough parts. So yeah, I would buy a Tesla. If I really had money, I'd buy a Bronco because I love a Ford Bronco. Badass, outdoorsy. That's peak. And I'd spend a ton of money on tattoos. I love art. I got some tattoos on my arms, but I want to finish my sleeve, my half sleeve. Something about tattoos screams aura. To me, tattoos are proof that you live. They tell a story. Every one of mine has meaning. I want a new bicep piece. I'd get hella tattoos. I'm walking past a Ruth's Chris. I've never been in places fancy like that. I don't think I'm a fine dining type. Some people get money and want to go to Ruth's Chris or STK. Somebody like me, I'd order food, but not 5-star vibes. I'd order quantity. That matters more to me. I genuinely feel like if you gave me a ton of money, I'd gain like 500 pounds, because I love food that much. Not gonna lie, yesterday while stuffing my face, this is like my big send-off before I'm limited to Jell-O. I crushed that last tender after the 10 wings and fries and felt kind of gross. Part of me was like, okay, nigga, you did not need all this food. As I was eating, I texted my roommate at Jets. Hey bro, bring me a large pizza. I don't need all that food, and honestly, it's probably not smart to eat like that before surgery, because my body's gonna be inflamed. Lesson learned. Damn, I just got some crazy nostalgia. I walked past this place. Right now, I'm on Vanderbilt's campus. I went to a party over here a few years ago. There was one girl I was eyeing. I walked over to talk to her and she made this stink face before I even got there. I was like, okay, never mind, and kept it moving. Never forget that. That's one of them curves you don't forget. You're like, damn. I'm not gonna lie. Every woman who's curved me, I have a little vendetta. Most men are like this. Oh, you gonna curve me? Okay, that's fine. But when you regret that, basically I move around like I'm him. Deep down, I believe that. Staring at that event center made me cringe, 'cause damn, she was fine as hell. Curved the shit out of me. She had big, nice hair. She was so fine, probably ran track at Vandy or something. Brutal. It is what it is. Like I always say, if you want a baddie, there's no way you can obtain a baddie without going through experiences like that. You must go through those. It made me stronger, tougher, gave me fuel. Oh, you want to make a stink face when I approach? Okay, I wish I had a Lamborghini to hop in and drive away, but that's just my ego trying to bounce back. She cooked me. It's okay. I've been cooked several times, and also victorious several times. I remember in college, my first baddie I ever pulled. Back in high school, I used to see her posts on Twitter, those introduce yourself threads, so you knew who people were when you got to campus. She was fine as hell, looked like a rapper's baby mama. I was an incoming football player. She was a sophomore, I was a freshman. I moved into my apartments and saw her. I said, oh shit. I had her on Snapchat for some reason. I snapped, did I just see you? She was like, maybe. One day I asked, you wanna walk to Insomnia Cookie? She said, yeah. We walked, got cookies, came back to my apartment, eating. I popped the question, you trying to go home or watch a movie? She said, hold on, let me come back. She goes back to her apartment, changes into comfy clothes, comes back like, we finna watch this movie. I said, hell yeah, we finna watch this movie. I'm trying not to get bricked up telling this story while walking down the street, but we chilling on the bed. I try to break the touch barrier. If she got her nails done, I'm like, oh shit, let me see your nails. She gives me her hand. I hold it extra long, interlace fingers. That tells you what you need to know. She might be like, why are you holding my hand? If you want to get laid, just act stupid. Ask a question. She goes, why are you trying to hold my hand? I go, you don't like your hand held. She goes, I do. I go, so what's the problem? She goes, I don't know. I go, well, are you ready now? She goes, yeah. Next thing you know, we holding hands. I'm like, okay, what are we, 14? I put my arm around her. Once my arm was around her, it was wraps, like an anaconda. She's with it. I ask, you wanna have fun? She says, maybe. I kiss her neck. It's wraps. You probably expect this story to be legendary. Nigga, that was the worst sex of my life. No cap. This girl, I don't know, horrible. Her coochie was burning me, patchy hair or something. That shit hurted. I was like, ain't no way. She was a freak though. Could pop one cheek then the other like Nicki Minaj. I thought it was gonna be awesome. I still finished. Sex is sex. But I tapped out, cause the sandpaper was crazy. Later she tried to come over and I was like, nah, I got work. Truth was, the texture wasn't for me. What works for me is, if I'm getting intimate, I ask questions. I flirt with questions. Every time you make a move, ask a question. Make sure she's speaking the same language. read her body language. I'm an expert at reading body language. I can tell by how she's sitting or a facial expression when I make a move. You have to be able to read her. Sometimes she'll make it easy for you. You gotta read, bro. You want to get laid? Read body language. Game is game. Anyways, my boy Jose. I posted on my story as I'm walking, and I'm reading replies in real time. He said, talk about the future. I love talking about the future. I probably already did in this podcast, but I don't know what the future holds. I hope the future has a lot for us, for you, whoever's pressing play and still listening. One thing about the future, it's genuinely what you make it. You want a rich social life? You have to go make a social life. Niggas be waiting on other people to hit them up. If you keep waiting, you're not gonna have anybody to hang out with. Life is what you make. The friends I have, the ones I hang out with, it's because I made it a point to hang out with that person. You get out what you put in. Me saying, I'm going to do deep fried for 90 days straight. One of the best decisions of my life. Because now we have this. I was just gonna try for 90 days and see what happened. And now I'm in a feedback loop. Everything's starting to open up because I laid the foundation for greatness. So yeah, the future is what we make it. But you gotta put in the work. Too many people are focused on being comfortable. I'll do it when this happens. No, get uncomfortable. That's why I talked earlier about challenges, boxing, jiu-jitsu. That would be a challenge, but I'd grow as a person. There's never been a time I did something hard and looked back and regretted it. If we're willing to go through bullshit now, your baseline life will be better later. People don't understand when folks say, go through bullshit now so it's easier later. It works. If you're in a shitty position and you have the option to go to the army, boot camp is gonna be bullshit. You go through it, get it over with, and now your baseline conditions are optimally better than if you did nothing. Because you endured the bullshit, now you have a solid job, a foundation. You're a respectable citizen because you're in the army now. You went through 6 weeks of bullshit, but now your baseline life is significantly better than if you hadn't. Anyways, alright guys, I'm not gonna lie. I walked too far, so I hopped on a scooter and I'm just scooting home. That's the end of scroll 18. Last scroll for, I don't know, a week, maybe 2. I'm not sure. Anyways, pray for me. I hope this scroll is long and good enough that it'll last a good while. We're gonna end it there. Keep God first. Do the right thing. And don't quit. Don't stop, because once you stop, your dreams stop. Have a good day, guys.